Hey, welcome to Jimmy Bucket Outdoors. I recently made a Bluebird house, and I wanted to show real quick some of the mistakes I made. As you can tell, get in the corner. As you can tell right here, the wood is bowed. So when you're picking out wood, make sure you pick out wood that is as straight as you can get. Now this is natural cedar. It's not treated. It's not good for the birds. If you're going to make this for birds, you want to make sure you're not using treated wood, stain that'll harm the birds and that kind of stuff. But this right here is not level. You're supposed to have a vent that's supposed to be there, but I didn't pick out the best wood I could have. If you look at the bottom, I did make a place to clean it out, but I should have made this bottom shorter and the front a little longer, so it would have went inside the bottom, go inside the front. You know what I mean? So there's a couple of mistakes I did make. I'm going to build another one, and I'll build it right. But I didn't make this long enough to attach to a post. And the next time I do make one, I'm going to make the back longer, so you have an option to drill it to a post or drill it to a post underneath. Now you can still drill it to a post underneath, but you'll have to be real careful because, as you see, that's only about an inch and a half, 2 inches. So it's only 2 inches, and you have a chance of splitting the wood. Now what you can do is take the back, put a keyhole, and hang it on a post, or you can put a hanger, make a hanger or buy a hanger, and put it on a post. So it's not, it's not for nothing. It's still a functional Bluebird house. I did put um, the predator hole and the predator wood, the piece of wood that keeps the predators out. I put it at the right height, 4 to 5 inches above the bottom, and I made it, 5.5, roughly 5.5 to 6 inches big, so wide. So just wanted to give a little bit of a tutorial of how what mistakes I did make and what I would do if I did it over. I don't think it was a mistake. I just think I could have done it better. Anyway, the one thing I'm going to treat it with is going to be mineral oil. So you want to find treatments. If you're going to treat the wood, like this wood don't really need to be treated because it's natural cedar. It's rot resistant, it's bug resistant, but nothing is resistant, right? So what I do have is, this is made in the USA. It's food grade mineral oil. You can take a snapshot of that if you want to treat your birdhouses with this. It's food grade. I think I got it off of Amazon. You can get it at Lowe's, Home Depot, that kind of stuff. But it's odorless, colorless. It's gluten free, so not just kidding. But it is food grade mineral oil. It's actually for cutting boards, butcher blocks, uh, stones, and that kind of stuff. Any kind of steel surfaces, wood finishes, furniture, and that kind of stuff. But it is natural, and it won't harm the birds if they were to ingest it or pick the wood or something like that. So that's the one thing I will be treating this with. It doesn't hurt the wood. It brings out the natural finish of the wood, and there you go. So I just wanted to show you what I would do better, do different, and I hope this helps anybody that wants to make a Bluebird house. If you would like to make a Bluebird house like this, minus the errors that I made, you can just shoot me a comment. Uh, any kind of suggestions, I'm more than open for suggestions. Make sure it's square. I know the Bluebirds don't care if it's square or not, but I do. But what I did is I put a hinge at the bottom, I put a screw at the top, so you can just unscrew the screw, flip it down, clean it out, and if you hang this on the back of a post, which you're supposed to do at 5 to 6 feet off the ground, away from trees, so predators won't get into it and mess up the nest or destroy the eggs that the bluebirds make. So I do have 3 bluebird boxes in my yard. They're all productive. Bluebirds do come to it every year, and when the bluebirds do come around February-ish, I'll take a video of the bluebirds going inside the boxes. And a couple other things you might want to remember is you're supposed to hang these bluebird nests east facing or away from prevailing winds, because you know, if the wind is blowing in the hole, obviously that's going to make them very uncomfortable, and if it does get cold, it could freeze the eggs or damage the eggs somehow and make the birds very uncomfortable, and they won't nest in it. So away from prevailing winds. You do want to vent. It needs to be vented at the top, and I'm going to drill some holes at the bottom so any kind of liquid or anything like that will drain out. You need to have drains at the bottom. Okay, so just wanted to give you a little bit of insight on what I would have done different. Maybe this will help you out. Like I said, shoot me a comment if you have any better suggestions. But like always, like and subscribe. Helps the channel. Anyway, there we go. Jim Bucket Outdoors. Have a great day.